I want to get into some history, facts, and scientific chromosomes of GNA. Show everybody separation and characteristics. One thing before I do this, understand, I don't care what race, what tongue, or nation you're from. You believe, you know the truth, you're about the truth, you follow it, do everything you gotta do, everybody is accepted. But we lived a lie for so long that sometimes we need to re-educate ourselves because of these lies. So before I get started, I want to read. The Israelites in England. Understand, England, Scotland, all of those, slavery was illegal. So a lot of those people, they took up, the important people, they took to England. Some of them went to England, worked in the ports. Liverpool was a big hub for them. And with those that came over from Africa and stuff, they were at a high social status. So they married in and all this other stuff. And a lot of stuff was going on out there and integrated so much that they created their own race, which is the mixed race. So, a skull was found in a grave in Yorkshire, Leeds. Okay? Out in Yorkshire, Leeds, England, belonging to a mixed race female. Wonder if her name was Vicky. Her coffin was made, I'm trying to be funny, you guys, sorry. But her coffin was made belonging to a mixed race female, and it was made of stone, like the Pharaoh stone and all them, which was found in this graveyard in this ground in Yorkshire, England. Now, the coffin contained a jet bracelet, which, for those who don't know, it's like a silver or gold bracelet with a little stone in the middle, usually an onyx stone or something in the middle, and an ivory bangle indicating great wealth. 2007 scientists found a rare parental haplogroup A1, hallelujah, and several British men with Yorkshire surnames. These people of A1 can be found in West Africa, where it is very, very rare. And right now, I'm the only one that they know of, all right, of an A1B2 chromosome, all right, out in America, because usually all the Israelites and the rest of the Hebrews, they're all E1. They're all E1, A1B2 or E1B2 or something like that. And several, all right, here we go. It was thought that it have came up through, that it was thought that the people with the A1 bloodline could have came up through soldiers that were enlisting or the slave trade at that time. Some that came through slave route attained a very high social status rank and married into the general population. The population of blacks dating to the 12th century in Fairford, I'm about to murder his name, Gloucestershire or whatever, in England, where they found sub-Saharan Africans. Anybody of this A1 and E1 bloods that are part of these Hebrews with the M96 or M91 chromosome, they are all sub-Saharan. All right, they found sub-Saharan African Semitic woman who died between 896 through 10 to 1025 AD in the 16th century. Now, with that being said, I want to get into the pictures to show you what they don't show you and what they whited out. This is said to be Charles, this is said to be King Charles V, 1500 to 1558. This looks just like the picture of the coin. They didn't have pictures back then, so they figured that had to be him. This is Alessandro di Medici, 1510 to 1537 AD. He was the ruler of Florence, Italy, and a duke. This is Leopold, Roman Emperor Leopold. This is the real King James. That's him right there, and that's the coin. This right here is Queen Charlotte of England. Now, Queen Charlotte of England was a Negro from Africa. She ended up marrying right here Henry the Eighth, and she was mixed race and she was Semitic. Nefertiti. This is Majesty, the Majesty George III, King of Great I don't want to say Great Britain. It's great something. I can't read the last. These right here are all your nobilities. Now, these are A1, B1s. These are the Africans that mysteriously turned white. They're Russian nobilities. Head of the Knights Army, did a lot of stuff. Like they even had musicians that did Mozart that were black. There was a lot of African blackness in Russia. This is another ruler from out of Italy. This right here is the Moorish king of Croatia, 10th century. All right, the Moorish king of Croatia. This right here is the coat of arms of Alessandro de' Medici. That's his coat of arms. And this is the coat of arms of the Moor coat of arms of Scotland. Why? Because there was a lot of royalty and a lot of dukes and lords that were black and that were Hebrew and Moors back then in Scotland. This right here, as we can see, is believed to be James Francis Edward Stuart, Prince James III of England, because of the similarities of armor, style, and leopard cloak to be found in a fake whitenized portrait of Prince James III. So this guy right here was only 14 years old. From 14 to 18, he was an emperor, and he ended up getting killed by his cousin, assassinated. He took the Roman. He was Syrian black. All right, but understand the Arabs and all them were not in Syria, Iraq, or any of those places until approximately 200 AD. Then they started the Muslim revolt and everything 700 AD. So he was an emperor. He was a drug addict, a prostitute. He did all kinds of stuff. He took the religion that they had and went right back to the sun god with it, and did all that stuff that they were doing in Egypt. All right. And I just want to point this out because you'll get two pictures. Now you see where they chipped off his nose to hide the nose, and look at the hair. All right, so you know. And what was his name? That was him right there. Now, this was the daughter of Edward the Elder, wife of Otto I, the Holy Emperor, Roman Emperor. Bam. All right. That's the original coin of who? Constantinus. Look at the eyes and look at the nose. This right here, they say, was the first president before George Washington. We sent them sneakers and everything. Now, they didn't have cameras back then, so they noticed that this same guy was on the back of the $2 bill. And there was a whole bunch of rumors and stuff going on. They didn't want everybody to know the truth, so they tried to say it was another Hanson. The refute came out that it was this one. All right, just wanted to throw this in here. That's my family, where we came from, and as you can see right there, from England, 1858. I don't ever want anybody to call me a liar. Now, this right here is the haplogroups. These are the atom chromosomes from the Y. Then it goes down. These really aren't around no more. So we're going to sort of not make those suggestions with this. These are the African ones. Now we got the D, Japanese, E, the Semitic, then C and F. These are all Asian. They all break down to the Fs. You can see right here, if I can try to really show you, the F stop. Red means stop. Then these kept going and created all these. All of these are European, Asians, and Russians. All of them. There's only one special black. Now remember I told you about the 90-16? Anything in red broke off. Anything in the blue is a part of something else. Now, you see this haplogroup MI6? Because those have one celestial and forefather and never were touched. That's why it's in black. All right? Now, as you can see, East Africa, boom, 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 it breaks down the haplogroup for the E's. All right, and then we got the origins right here. Now, I want to get into the L's. Why? Because the L's and stuff are more Asians. They're Bangladesh and all that other stuff. The L's are pretty big. As you can see, they're East African, Spain, and all this other stuff. The Ethiopia Jews, the Yemen Jews. Okay? That's all your subclasses and where they come from. Now, we got here the Kenyan people, and then it goes down to the L's even more. I have Ethiopians. These are all Hamitic tribes, to let you know. These are the Jays. This is what you find in Ajakin as you know them. All right, see this? These are all the people with the Neanderthal gene and the whole 9 yards. The M6, M96 is the only ones without the Neanderthal gene. So these are all the people. Look at all these names. All the cultures and races that these people created. You see it? All of them. And see right there? Now, these are the forefathers that came out of the Africans that mysteriously turned white, the Egyptians. You see that? Haplogroup. All right? We got Henry William Harver. We got this guy, I don't know who he is. See? He's a mix of it, but he's an H. Now, we break it down, we got the Wright brothers. They were Egyptians. Albert Einstein was Egyptian. E1, B1, B. That's African, that is Egyptian. Straight up Egyptian, he's a white Egyptian. Right here, Hitler. What is Hitler? Afro, look at Hitler was an Afro. He was to be the origin of Afro-Asiatic that includes Semitic languages of the people Hitler despised so much, because he also was a haplogroup, mysterious Egyptian that turned white, E1, B1B. Same thing for Larry Johnson, E1, B1B. Same thing for Sir David, all of them. These were the Egyptians that mysteriously turned white, nobody's seeing. But now, these are all the regions, as you can see, with all these people, R1, because R1 and J1 are related. Now there goes the map, and these are the regions. See, the haplogroup is found. All right, we got Siberia, Central Europe, and Scandinavia, and it even gets deeper than that. Now, do you see the separation? These are the separations, all right here. And you can already see, because there are mutations under the quality of M, and it gives you all the mutations. The Middle East, Caucasians, the Omnists, the United Arab Emirates. These are all them that came out of something else. There goes your R. There goes the breakdown of the R's. This is a little bit hard to understand, all right? But these people believe in this. They believe in this with all these signs in the hand of Fatima, and this is what it is. So I need you guys to really understand, all right, because I'm trying my best, all right, to show you guys that somewhere along the line, everybody's related. So to break it down to you, Satan messed with Cain, the Indian people came out of that. From out of the Indian people came and Indian and Bangladesh people came the Chinese. From out the Chinese came the Japanese. Then the Japanese and came the Koreans, Filipinos, all this other stuff. That's that side. Now we get over to the other side, you have a bunch of A1, B1, B1s that were African. They were Hamitic, Nimrod, Ham, the Egyptians, all of them. From out of them, you got your R1s, your J's, your N. You got all of them, all right, that are European, Indo-European, your Ashkenazis, all of those other races. So technically, these small group of Semitic people is just what God said. They were a very, very small nation. Everything around them has came up out of each other because of the fallen ones. Now, how do we know that as long as you can believe and you do everything the right way, you're going to make it to heaven? Because if y'all would have read Enoch, you would have seen when he had the petition, he told the fallen ones. They said, what are you going to do? Destroy our children over your chosen ones? The petition Enoch said is no. Yahweh stated that they're going to be more than probably Israelites that believe in him, that he's going to take many and many Gentiles that are going to believe in him, and they're going to believe in the Lord Yeshua. So that was already said. You just have to think and know the truth. I broke it down to you and I told you separation. All right, these Semitic people carry no Neanderthal, no 8-man gene. The polio vaccines, a lot of medicines came from out of these chromosomes. So if you